Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see about the mechanical rotational system to electrical system. In the previous session we have seen about the mechanical translation system to electrical system. Similarly, we are going to see here a mechanical system rotational system to a electrical system in terms of a torque voltage and torque current. Okay, first we are going to see about the values that will be changed in the mechanical rotational system in terms of electrical system. Okay, for force, that is torque voltage analogous, we know that a torque will be changed as the voltage, and the moment of inertia that will be changed in terms of electrical system as the inductance, and a rotational friction coefficient B will be changed in terms of electrical system as a resistance, and a torsional spring constant that will be changed in terms of a reciprocal of capacitance in the electrical system, and in angular displacement theta will be changed in terms of electrical system as a charge q, and the angular velocity omega, it will be changed in terms of electrical system as a current I. Next, a mechanical now the we are going to see about the torque current analogous system. That is a mechanical rotational mechanical system having a torque that will be converted in terms of electrical system as a current I, and the moment of inertia that will be converted in terms of a capacitance C, and the rotational friction coefficient that will be changed in terms of a reciprocal of a resistance 1 by R, and the torsional spring K that will be in terms of a reciprocal of resistance 1 by L, and the angular displacement that will be changed in terms of electrical as a mechanical flux, and the angular velocity that will be changed in terms of electrical system as a voltage V. Now we are going to see the problems based on the mechanical rotational system to the electrical analogous system here. Okay, we are directly going to the problem. So write the differential equation governing a mechanical rotational system. Draw the torque voltage and the torque current analogous circuit and verify the writing mesh and nodal equation. Here, the given mechanical rotational system has three nodes. A differential equation governing a mechanical rotational systems are given by torque balance equation at these nodes. Okay, let's the angular displacement J1, J2, J3 and theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 respectively. The corresponding angular velocities be omega 1, omega 2 and omega 3. Considering for the mass, that will be a inertia J1 as J1 into d square theta 1 divided by dt square plus b1 into d theta 1 minus of theta 2 divided by dt plus k1 into theta 1 minus of theta 2 equal t. Considering for the mass 2, we are going to write the equation, differential equation in terms of a Newton's second law, that is applied force equal actual force here. So J2 into d square theta 2 divided by d theta square plus d into theta 2 minus of theta 3 divided by dt, because the value of b2 will be connected in between the j2 and j3. Therefore it will be considered, we are going to write for the equation of j2. So first we have to mention the theta 2 first. So theta 2 minus of theta 3 into dt. For a k1 that will be connected in between the mass that will be in between the inertia J1 and J2. Now we are going to write for the equation of J2. We have to consider the displacement of J2 first. So K1 into theta 2 minus of theta 1. Next B1 also connected in between the inertia J1 and J2. So we have to write the equation first. We are now writing the equation for J2. So we have to consider theta 2 minus of theta 1. So B into d theta 2 minus of theta 1 divided by dt. Here there is no applied torque. So it will be equal to 0. In the first inertia we are having the applied torque T, so we have mentioned here T. Okay, now we are going to write the equation for J3. So from the Newton's second law we are going to write this as applied force equal to actual force. There is no applied force in a J3, therefore that will be equals to 0. Okay, now we are considering J3 into d square theta 3 divided by dt square plus B2 will be connected in between the J2 and J3. So we are writing now we are writing the equation for J3. We have to consider the displacement of a J3 first. So we have writing that B2 into d omega d theta 3 minus of theta 2 divided by dt plus k3 into theta 3 equals 0, because k3 is connected only with the mass, and that means the inertia of J3. So we directly write it as k3 into theta 3 equals z3 equals 0. On replacing the angular displacement by the angular velocity in a differential equation, we get that is dt d square theta divided by dt square as d omega divided by dt, and d theta divided by dt equal omega, and theta is equal to integral of omega dt. On substituting these values in these equation, we get J1 into d omega 1 divided by dt plus b1 into omega 1 minus of omega 2 plus k1 into omega 1 minus of omega 2 dt equal t. J2 into d omega 2 divided by dt plus b1 into omega 2 minus of omega 1 plus b2 into omega 2 minus of omega 3 plus k1 into integral of omega 2 minus of omega 1 dt equals 0. So J3 into d omega 3 divided by dt plus b2 into omega 3 minus of omega 2 plus k3 into integral of omega 3 dt equal 0. Now we are going to write the equation of torque voltage analogous circuit. That will be a electrical analogous element for the element of a mechanical rotational systems, or now we have to consider the angular frequency, that will be as I1, and that will be in terms of electrical we have to write it as a current, and for a inertia we have to write it as a inductance, and for a friction it will be considered as the resistance, and for a spring it will be considered as the reciprocal of the capacitance. Okay, now we are going to substitute these value instead of mechanical values. We get the equation as L1 into d1 di1 divided by dt plus r1 into I1 minus of I2 plus 1 by C1 into integral of I1 minus of I2 dt equal E of t. L2 into di2 divided by dt plus r1 into I2 minus of I1 plus r2 into I2 minus of I3 plus 1 by C1 into integral of I2 minus of I1 dt equal E of t. L3 into di3 divided by dt plus r2 into I3 minus of I2 in plus 1 by C3 into integral of I3 dt equal 0. Now we are going to draw a diagram using these equation. As we know that we have to use a mesh basic equation of Kirchhoff voltage here, so we have to draw a mesh diagram here. Here we are having three loops, that is three current values, so we are going to draw three loops as I1, I2 and I3. In between I1 and I2 we have to write the common values that belongs to I1 and I2, and we have to draw a draw an element which will be in between I2 and I3 is the common value of I2 and I3. For I1 and I2, the common values are C1 and R1. So we have drawn these two elements in between the loop I1 and I2, and for the I2 and I3 the common value will be R2, so we have drawn the R2 here, and the another values are going to be connected in series with respect to the value of current. For I1 there will be one inductance, and also there will be an voltage element here, so we have to draw a voltage and a inductance in series with the loop of I1. And for I2 there will be only an inductance is there, so we have to draw an inductance in the loop of I2. And for I3 we are having the value of inductance and also the capacitance here, so we are connecting the inductance and capacitance in series in the value of I3, in the loop of I3. Okay, next we are going to see the torque current analogous circuit. For that we are going to convert the torque in terms of current, and frequency in terms of velocity, in terms of voltage, and the inertia in terms of capacitance, and the friction in terms of a reciprocal of the resistance, and the spring in terms of the reciprocal of the inductance. So it will be written in terms of the node basic equation using the Kirchhoff current law. Okay, so it will be as C1 into dV1 divided by dt plus 1 by R1 into V1 minus of V2 plus 1 by L1 into integral of V1 minus of V2 dt equal I of t. So C2 into dV2 divided by dt plus 1 by R1 into V2 minus of V1 plus 1 by R2 into V2 minus of V3 plus 1 by L1 into V2 minus of V1 dt equals 0. So C3 dV3 divided by dt plus 1 by R2 into V3 minus of V2 plus 1 by L3 into integral of V3 dt equals 0. The electrical circuit is given by we know that it will be written in the basis of a nodal equation, so we have to consider the nodes here. Here we have to consider a node as V1, V2 and V3. In between a node V1 and V2 we have to connect the common values of common elements that will be belongs to the V1 and V2 first. After that we have to draw a common value of V2 and V3 in between. We have to draw that element. Other than that we have to connect everything in a parallel manner. Okay, so common value of V1 and V2 is here the resistance and the inductance is there, so we are connecting the resistance and that inductance in parallel with the V1 and V2. And for a common value of V2 and V3 we are having the resistance R, so we have connected that in between the V2 and V3. Okay, after that voltage elements belong to the node 1, that is belongs to the V1, so are connected in parallel with the V1, and the elements that belongs to the node 2, that is V2, are connected in the connected parallel with the V2, and the elements that will be belongs to the node 3, that is V3, are connected in parallel with the V3 node. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Thank you.